Hey, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Audio Monkey, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Amapiano beat. And it's a really nice beat, one of my favorites in recent times. And I'm going to show you everything going on in this beat. So, first things first, our tempo is 114 BPM. And when I started making this beat, I started with a drum bounce, and this is what it sounds like. Very interesting. So let's see what we have here. So I have smack once again. If you watched my earlier tutorial, you would have seen I used this instrument. So smack is really cool, really important for afrobeats, amapiano, any type of sounds really. As long as you're trying to get nice smacks, claps, snaps, all those kind of things. They have a lot of organic sounding stuff. I was also able to get something like a bass drum from smack, and it's a soft bass drum. It's not like an 808 kick. So I'm gonna play it so you hear what it sounds like. So I layered this bass drum with this tom. So it's an interesting bounce, and so when I did that, I was liking what I had, and I said, okay, you know what, I'm trying to put in some percussive loops, and I put this one in. So basically shakers with a little fill towards the ending, and when I did that, I started putting in some other elements, and I was already happy with this drum loop. So it's very important in all my beats. I always add sound effects like risers, falls, drum rolls, drum fills, and I do that to, like I said earlier in my other videos, I do that to help the song transition easily. So when you're making a beat for an artist, you want to make it in such a way that the arrangement allows the artist to flow. And when the artist is, vibing on the track, he's conscious of the fact that, okay, it's switching up from the intro to like the first verse. It's switching up from the verse to the pre-hook or the hook, or vice versa. So that's the idea behind all the effects I use in my beats. And let me just play some of those effects so you can see what they sound like. So really nice stuff. Let me play the effects I stacked together. It made some kind of impact type of sound. So that was really cool. And then I have this vocal chops. So altogether, you have something that sounds like this. So when I had this basic vibe, I said, okay, nice. Now let's start adding some other instruments, right? So this was the first thing I put. And I believe I got this instrument from, let me see. I got it from Signal. Yeah, it's an instrument from Output, really nice. And I got this vibe from Signal. And once I had that, I started adding other samples. I added this one. So what I did with this actually was I layered the notes and I bounced them to wave. So I'm just explaining like where I got this wave file from. And this is a woodwind instrument. So as you can see, guys, it's already going, and what I knew I had to put next was the bass line. You feel me? Because that is what drives afrobeats, that is what drives Amapiano, and I had to just get that in, and I put this. So as you can see, it's a bass line from Analog Lab, and it's quite simple. It's like but it gives the song character. You feel me? And it just was like that when I put that. I knew that okay, this is nice. It's coming together now, and. So this is a starr instrument from Astra, and this is a sound that is so common in Amapiano, and it's basically like in almost every Amapiano beat. So what I usually do is, you see, I chopped out every single low frequency and even some of the low mids. I boosted it, I put some delay, and I put some reverb on it. It's not loud at all actually, but it's there, like you can feel it. And after I did that, I believe okay. Actually, that's a perk. So I'm gonna move that to be with the drums. Yeah. So basically, guys, I had already, by the time I put the bass and I put the woodwind instrument and I put the saw from Astra, and I had all these drums layered out, I knew that okay, my bit is pretty much done. All I need to do is arrange it. So I'm pretty sure this is a harp. Yeah, it's a harp, and this is the instrument. So it sounds really cool. It's really high quality stuff, as you can hear. And I layered that with all the other pre-existing instruments. And I have this piano that comes in. I like. So the arrangement of this beat is basically like 8 bars of some sort of intro, and then 12 bars, or let me say 8 bars for a verse, 8 for a pre-hook, and 16 for a log drum section. So as you can see, here is the intro. This to here is the intro. Then this from 9 to 17 is what you can refer to as the verse. And the other 8 bars be the other 4 bars rather would be the pre-hook or the pre-chorus, and then you have 16 bars, which is like the hook where the log drums come in. So I think I've showed you everything in this part except the other drum fills I added. So when I put all the instruments, I had just one more instrument, which is the piano. And I didn't even put any effect on it. I guess I liked how it sounded. Like, I didn't feel like I needed to make it too loud or too heavy in the beat because I already had a lot of stuff going on. So I just put it there, no effects whatsoever. It's literally raw. And I had all these other drum fills at this point. I'm gonna play the drum fills so you can hear what they sound like. So when I play that with the drums, it has a really nice effect. I'm gonna do that. So that is it for that part, and it's really nice and I like it. And then we move on to the log drums, right? And this is what that section sounds like. So guys, I did this. Just at the ending of the pre-hook, I put these rolls and I put something that is like a log drum fill, if you will. So before the main log drums come in, I put this here. And then I move on to this section. Open it up so you can see what log drums are looking like. See guys, I'm showing you what the effects look like. The log drums knock, and the reason why the log drums knock is because of the sound selection, guys. So it's very important that when you're selecting samples, you select stuff that sound compatible together. You're not just putting a heavy 808 with a lot of bass on a very low end log drum. It's not going to sound good together. So you have to kind of train your ears so you can know how to always get that right every time. And basically guys, at this part I have the horns also and a whistle. So I put some reverb on the whistle. I took out all the lows there. And on this horn, this is like a synth horn. I didn't put any effects whatsoever. Didn't even normalize it. Just left it the way it was from when I dragged it from my browser. And guys, I think that is pretty much it. Aside this part, which is the log drum section, I have this part, which is like a bridge and an outro. And the bridge is basically just that same bass playing again. The bass that was at the intro. And then I transition it into an outro. So let's listen to that, guys. So I almost forgot about this guitar. And this guitar only comes in this part of the song, which is the bridge. And I just put the guitar there because I felt like it gave it a really nice vibe. You know, just coming in at that part, just before the last hook, it just gives it an emotional vibe. And it fit the song really nicely. And I also layered it with another guitar, So I'm gonna play the two of them together, and you can see what they sound like. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you learned something new. Hope you liked the tutorial. Feel free to leave your comments in the comments section. Feel free to share and let me know what kind of beats you want me to cover next. Peace.